guys, so it has been quite a while since I have done a floss tube. I've been doing my Lego videos, but I haven't been doing any floss tubes. So let's catch up on what I've been stitching. The main thing I've been stitching, let me take the hoop off, is this needlepoint that I bought at Michael's. All I have left now is this dark purple sky. I think for my first one, it actually is pretty good. There's a few mistakes. The back, I guess, doesn't look that bad. I don't really know. I do really like needlepoint though. Ooh, I guess I wasn't using that yet. I do really like needlepoint because it's just basically, at least for this one, it's just a 10th stitch. So I am really liking needlepoint. I'm using my magnetic hoop for it. It doesn't work that great, but works pretty good. I thought this was attached, but apparently it was just stuck to the magnets. We're just going to stick it back on there. That one came with all yarn, so it's just yarn. And this dark purple yarn is really thin compared to what some of the other yarns were. But I really like it. It's cute, and it's not very big, so it'll fit in a decent size, or like a regular size hoop. I did work on this some more. This one right here is almost finished. I just have half stitches left, and then we've got 2 more here, and then 4 more down here. Like I said before, I'm not moving the Q-snap to do the top, the words and stuff, until I've done all the cages, because where the Q-snap is right now, all the cages will fit without moving it, and so it's lined up pretty good. It's very tight. I do need to do the rest of the little center pieces. And then eventually I actually have to put the little cryptids in the cages. And so that's the stitching I've worked on. Let me grab something else. So I started this piece on Memorial Day. It's a sampler. I know I'm covering up my face, but it is all, the X's or crosses, everything else is embroidery. So, what they call it, stem stitch and back stitch is all there is. And it's just 2 colors. It is blue and red. I have started filming this as I've worked on it. So, I have a clamp that fits up here to hold my phone so I can film myself stitching it. I'm going to try to remember to film every time I stitch it, and then once it's done, I'll put all the filming together into one video. I've had this for a while. When I bought it, it was only like a couple of dollars because it's this printed piece of fabric. And I bought it to get a free shipping on 1, 2, 3 stitch. So I just bought it as a filler. I didn't realize it was going to be this. When I think stamped cross stitch, I think the ones that look more like this, where it's like the whole thing is colored in and everything, but this is just a bunch of lines. So I've gotten almost the whole outline here done, and then I'm going to do this stars individually, which I know is going to be a pain in the butt, but because there's no fill-in, if I run the floss from star to star, you're going to see it, especially if I like make this into a pillow or something, you're definitely going to see that. So I'm going to have to do each star individually, which is going to be a pain, but I think in the end that will be best. And this does fit in my scroll. It fits very well, so I shouldn't have to move it at all. because this is the top and then the bottom has plenty of room. So, and this is some anchor thread or coats thread that came in like it was a box that just had like a bunch of different flosses and some other little tools and like a little book with embroidery stitches and stuff. And there were 3 red and 3 blue in there. This, according to this thing, you need 3 skeins of red, 3 skeins of blue. I think that's probably way too many, honestly. But I have 3 of each, so hopefully it is 3 or less, because I can't get any more of this floss. So we'll do what we gotta do. But let me go put this down because this is too big. Once I realized that I really liked needlepoint, of course I had to have another one, because why not? I have a million cross stitch left to be finished, but we need more needlepoint now. So I bought this one. I bought it off of Amazon, but it is a dimensions kit. So I didn't want to buy something that was sketchy, like from a no-name company or just some like random words strung together, and they sell tennis shoes and needlepoint and skewers and dog beds and just whatever they can import and throw up on Amazon. So this one is Dimensions, and I bought it from the Dimensions store on Amazon. It's bigger than I thought it would be, honestly. But it's a Santa Claus. They only had a few, and I didn't really like any of the rest of them. And needlepoint canvases are super expensive. I've seen so many cute ones, like flags and little patriotic things, and small, like very small things, smaller than this one. And like just the canvas is like $80 or something. I know they're hand painted. Someone took the time to paint it to make it perfect. I just don't have that kind of money. So I can't be a needlepoint girly, I'm guessing. Unless I have to put aside some of my, I guess, ethics or morals about AI generated art and things like that. Not that this probably isn't AI generated, even though it's Dimensions. But I just don't think I'd be a needlepoint girly, because I can't do it. I can't spend that much money just for the picture, and then I have to buy all the floss and yarn and all that stuff separate. I can't do it. But this is how big this thing is. And I had to buy the frame separate. Now, this canvas is 18 by 18 square. When I was looking for stretcher bars, there isn't an 18-inch stretcher. This one is 17 and a half, or there was a 20. Well, I knew 20 was going to be way too big, so I bought the 17 and a half. Well, it's way too small. So I originally had the tacks on the front and had all this extra sticking up, but it wasn't like taut enough, stiff enough, and I still don't think it is really. But I went back, I pulled all the tacks out, and I rolled the canvas over the edge. And so now it's got a lot more tension to it. It still may not be perfect, but it's much better than it was. And so this one came with yarn. Just yarn, except for there was some embroidery floss for the face. It didn't say anything about separating the yarn into pieces or anything like that, like you separate embroidery floss. This yarn, I tried to separate it to do the eyes and stuff, and it just came apart. So I don't think you were supposed to separate the yarn. I think I did that fine. This one has instructions. I don't really understand the instructions. Let me go grab the yarn. So here's the yarn. So some of it is on these cards. And there's like one piece of the colors. And they're pretty long. So we have this, and then like this one has 4, you know, stuff like that. So here's the colors. Then, and you can see like here, like see how thin this white is compared to this red and this pink? Okay. So there's that. And then we have all of this. Oops. So here's the white. And the white is very, very thin. And very like satiny feeling. Like very like rayon probably. And it tells you right there what the number is. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. And it is very staticky. Look at all that static. Then these are all thicker. And like there's a lot of some of these. And it tells you what the number is. So we got all of these. And then there's instructions. So you can't copy this because it's not a cross stitch or anything, but here's half and half. And then it tells you like this symbol, like we'll say this symbol here, and then over here it'll tell you what it is. Like the polka dot one, that is white acrylic. And you're supposed to use the continental or basket weave stitch. Don't know what that is. Hopefully it tells us. And then it tells you how many strands to use. So that one says 2. I think they all say 2. And then on this one over here, yep, they all say 2. And then for the back stitch, you use 1 of the white or 2 of black cotton thread. I guess that's this one that looks like embroidery floss. 18519. Yep. So we have this charcoal or anthracite colored cotton thread, and that is for back stitch. And it shows you on here where your back stitches are gonna go. So this should be interesting as to what is gonna happen, because number one, that thing's big, so I gotta hold it the whole time I'm working on it. But also, I don't know, like, it has finishing instructions, which is cool, for a pillow. And then it says getting started. Fill in the areas. Start with the small areas so they don't disappear when you fill in the areas around them. Okay, I got that. And then it says stitches. Continental stitch, basket weave stitch, back stitch. So hopefully I can figure those out as well. Because it does say, so it says continental / basket weave stitch. So do I get to pick which one I want to use? Because honestly, the continental stitch looks like what I've been doing. But so does the basket weave stitch. So I don't know. Now the basket, okay, so continental you just go up and down. The basket weave, it looks like you kind of jump around. I guess so your stitches are more like blended together. But not gonna lie, I'm probably just gonna do this. Probably just gonna do the plain continental stitch, because if I get frustrated with something, I know myself I'm not gonna finish it. So we're just gonna do it the easy way. We're gonna finish that monster thing, hopefully before I'm 80, and then we'll figure out what to do with it afterwards. This little guy gonna get finished soon. It's going in a frame. Let me put all this mess up here and then we'll talk about something else. Alright, so that's really the only things I've been working on. I've been doing some puzzles, and I have multiple puzzle books, and I bought a Golden Girls puzzle book, which is kind of cute. I haven't been reading. Been playing a lot of games on my phone, which is what I'm trying not to do. Been trying to do other stuff because, one, holding my phone, I type all day, and then holding my phone, it makes my wrists hurt, so I need to quit doing that. So I've been trying to do other stuff besides just playing on the phone, but sometimes it just gets me. I don't really, I don't doom scroll, but I play games, just puzzle games and stuff, which is almost as bad, I'm sure, because it's still blue light pollution in my brain. But I did buy more stuff, because I went on my once every couple of months little spending spree. So one of the things I bought was one of these diamond paintings from Dollar Tree. So this one's a little different. This one comes in a box, and I've seen other people hauling them, but I hadn't actually seen them in the stores. They only had two. They had this one, which is a cute little deer. I think the other one was like a landscape, maybe? I don't remember. But here's the little color sheet. And it's not very big. It's super tiny. This is it. But it's really cute. I figured it'd be a quick little fun thing to do sitting at my desk. Just, it's only got a few colors. Not a lot of diamonds. There are 2 bags of C, and that is the background color. It does come folded up in the box, so I've had it under some books for a few days to try to flatten it out. But I just wanted to see, what the quality was, I guess, or lack thereof quality. But I think this one was $3. I mean, you can get bigger ones on Amazon for $3, but it is what it is. It comes with the little toolkit, the pen and the wax and the little tray. I just threw it away. At this point, I'm not keeping them anymore. They're going in the trash. I'm not even going to pretend like I'm going to use them. They're just going in the trash. And let's see. I posted on Memorial Day that I went to see the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. I really want to go see it again. My husband doesn't like movie theaters, so that's why I went by myself. And when I told him I was going to go by myself, he was like, oh, well, I would go see that with you. So maybe I can get him to go see it. We'll see. But because the movie's so popular, of course, there's tons of merch everywhere. So when I was at Five Below, I got this one. Him with his little cookie. And then I got these. There's 4 sheets, I think, yeah. So there's 2 like this that are not holographic. And then there's 2 like this that are holographic. Will I use these? Probably not. I wish I could show you the back of my phone. I did use some of the other Grogu stickers I'd bought previously. And now they're on the back of my phone because my phone case is clear-ish on the back. But this has Jawas, but it doesn't have any Anzelians or Azalons. I don't know. The little guys that he carries around, which are so cute. So I also got these, and I got these at Target. I went into Target looking for Lego, but our Target's undergoing a renovation, so it's pretty messed up. There's 4 in this series. There were 2 Grogus left, 2 Stormtroopers, and 1 Mandalorian. There was not a Zeb. And while I was in line, the woman in front of me bought the last Zeb. She had bought a Zeb and a Stormtrooper. But I got Grogu. And I got Mando. These say they're metal. And they look metal. I mean, you can kind of see how shiny they are. And they're heavy. I don't know that I'll take them out of the box, which I guess sounds kind of dumb. But for right now, I don't have anywhere to display them. Eventually, I want to get like a grandma curio cabinet to put all my Grogu stuff in, so it's behind glass and not getting dusty and stuff. So until then, staying in the boxes. I think everything else that is on my desk I have shown in a video. I can't think of anything else. I didn't buy any new Lego. Oh, yes, I did. I did buy new Lego. Hold on. Technically, it's not Lego, but it's bricks. And these are the mini bricks that I don't like. But I've decided that my theme, I'm going to have like 3 themes of Lego brick toys that I buy. One is going to be cats, because I love cats. So any cat bricks I see, I'm probably going to buy. This came in a 3-pack. They also had a dog one. This cat looks like Stimpy from Ren and Stimpy. Or maybe Ren. I don't know. Whatever the naked cat was, it's not cute. But the other 2, I like. Then I also bought 2 at Daiso, which the cat and mouse TV, that one has already been uploaded. That uploaded today, technically. And then next week I have a like retro video game that I uploaded. So those came from Daiso. Then this also came from Target. Now, I haven't seen this before, so it's a Zuru Max, and it's a book. And here it is. So these were $10 a piece. They had all 4 of them, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't make myself spend $40. So there is Black Beauty, Alice in Wonderland, Sherlock Holmes, and Dracula. I really wanted the Alice in Wonderland one as well, but I got Dracula. The Alice in Wonderland one has a stopwatch. Or not a stopwatch, a pocket watch. And then Sherlock Holmes has a magnifying glass, and Black Beauty has a horseshoe. This one has what I'm assuming is supposed to be like a decanter of blood. But this is in like a pinky red burgundy ball. Well, I don't know what color the ball is, but the paper. And I'm pretty sure the Alice one was in blue. Like, I think the colors match the ball. Or match the book. They may have all been red. But I don't, this is the first time I've ever seen them. And like I said, they were $10. So, I got the one. If I see them again, which I don't ever go to Target. I was literally there looking for poly bags because the 2 Walmarts near us haven't changed their poly bags in months. They don't sell well, so then therefore they don't switch them out. But I may get the Alice one again. I'm not a Sherlock Holmes fan and definitely not a Black Beauty fan. So I may get Alice, but I want to see how this one looks first. So we'll see. So I think that's everything I bought that is craft related. Yes. Oh, I can show you my Mandalorian cup from the movie. So the different movie theater companies had different cups. I went to Cinemark because that's what's here in town. And in their ads, their cups had a topper. They didn't have any toppers. So I just got the cup. This is the large cup. And it's just a crappy plastic cup. I mean, it's nothing fancy. It's just a plastic cup, but there it is. And even though, since I was there to watch The Mandalorian, I got the Mandalorian cup, but they had other cups too. Like you could already get the Masters of the Universe cup. I think they had a cup for the Sheep movie, and then you could just get plain ones. But obviously I got the Mandalorian one, washed it out so it can, right now it's just sitting over on a shelf because I don't have anywhere to put it, but I do have other Mandalorian cups and mugs that I've bought various places. So eventually when I get my shelf, I will have all my Mandalorian stuff out. And I have like Funko Pops. I bought a Mandalorian and Grogu movie Funko Pop of Grogu. I know Funko Pops they're not cool anymore, but I went ahead and bought it when I saw it because I figured if I bought it at regular price before the movie came out, I wouldn't be scrambling to try and get it later, maybe at a not regular price. It was only like $15, I think, which I think is pretty standard for Funko Pops. And now that I think about it, I don't know if I showed it in a video. So let me go grab that too. Sorry about all the pauses, but it's just easier. Alright, so here it is. It's number 823, and it's him in his little pram. Now, I think they came out with like 5 or 6 new ones for the movie. This is the only one I saw. I got it at Box Lunch, so I'm 99% sure that means it's an actual Funko Pop and not a, not like a rip-off one. It does, I mean, it looks authentic. It was $15.90. But I think the Funko Pops were 20% off that day or something like that. But yeah, it's pretty cute. I've never taken any of my Funkos out of the boxes. I have like 5 different ones now, maybe 6 different ones of, because I have some that say the child, and then I have some that say Grogu. I actually don't think I have any of the Mandalorian himself. I think they're all Grogu. So I may have to get a Mandalorian one too. But yeah, so there he is. So now I think that's all the things that I've bought recently. Because I can't think of it. I don't see anything else around here. Yeah, I don't see anything else that I've bought. All of my Lego videos are up. So, yeah, I think that's it. This is probably one of the longest videos I've made in quite a while. We're almost at 30 minutes, so I will quit yammering and showing you more junk that I bought that I don't need. And thanks for watching. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And thank you to all of my recent subscribers. And also from Alex from Alex's Hobby. She gave me a shout out over on her channel when she hit, or in a post, when she hit 200 followers, which is awesome for her. So happy about that for her. And I will tag her down below here because she has 2 channels where she does Legos and crafts. But thanks for watching. Have a great day.